Hey, what is going on there YouTube? This is the Gaming Guy and today I'm bringing to the drop list for this week, which is week 17 of the fall winter season. Now there are a lot of unseen items this week that are going to be dropping. Currently we have no pictures for them. If there are any pictures added, I'll either put it in the Discord or other people will put it in the Discord, or I'll just add it to the comment section of this video. But without further ado, let's get into this week's drop list. There are quite a couple of decent items, quite a couple of items that I'll probably be picking up or end up picking up, and one item that I'll be completely avoiding, which I believe my brother is going to attempt to go for. So yeah, let's get into it. So the normal links to everyone will be down below, which is obviously Drops by Jay and Sup Community. We also do have the retail on some or pretty much most of the items already. Drops by Jay put out a tweet earlier, just including the retails in dollars. So yeah, let's run through everything. Kicking off this list with the number one item for this week is the Supreme Santa Cruz Chameleon bike. Its retail is £2,100 plus, so probably on top of that you've got the shipping to cover, and there are only meant to be 104 of them available to the public. So yes, it is a very expensive bike, and it has Supreme going along the frame of it. Since it's such like a limited item, obviously, it's just going to be one of those things, isn't it, where I'm sure an amount of people will go for it, but the fact of the matter being is that there are only a limited amount available, so chances of getting it are very slim. Now, this is the item that my brother is probably going to attempt to go for, which I don't think he's going to get, but he can always try for it. The next item is the Goretex 700 fill down Parka. Its retail is also extremely high because it's a Goretex jacket or Goretex Parka, and yeah, it's got 700 fill as well. So you're just adding like layers upon layers of price, and it comes to £598. There are going to be 3 different colorways available. Personally, at first when I saw the original pictures, I thought that this piece was a lot shorter than what it is, but it's actually a very sort of long piece. It's not my sort of piece, to be honest, but I do like the massive Supreme on the back of the hood that is included, but that price is just a lot to pay. It is just quite a lot to pay. This week we're also meant to be having a Christmas gift, but we don't know what that is as of yet, so that will be announced again at some point in time. The next item, they were meant to be the gift, or they were sort of rumoured to be the gift at the beginning of the season, but now they're being released as an item, and they are the Luden's throat drops or cough drops, whatever you want to call them. Their price is going to be £2, which, you know, that's fair enough. I will probably be going for them because, well, why not go for them, to be honest? There's nothing that I can really say about them except, you know, they're just throat drops for £2. So yeah. The next item is the Goretex taped seam Trooper. Now personally, I was a fan of this piece and I did want to go for it. However, they have put a retail next to it of £78 because obviously it's a Goretex piece as well. I really do like the sort of flower petal sort of design to it. However, £78 is quite a lot for a piece, but you never know, I might just end up going for it and getting it because it is very nice and it does just look like a decent sort of piece to have for the winter time. It's also waterproof, which is pretty decent. Next up, we should hopefully be getting this week this tree ornament, the Santa box logo tree ornament. Its retail is meant to be £36, so hopefully we see that, and I might be going for like the cough drops and that sort of thing this week, because I don't really know, you know, the general sort of items that I want to be picking up this week, but I'll have to wait to see what the actual items look like before making a proper decision on them. But obviously I would want to pick that up because as soon as I see Christmas Santa box logo, even if it is a tree ornament, I'm already like sold to go for it. So yeah. As always, let me know down below what you think of this week's drop list, whether you think it's a good list, whether you think it's a bad list, and let's carry on. So we have the thermal zip up sweatshirt, Supreme, massively embroidered on the back of the hood. Personally, it doesn't do anything crazy for me except for the fact that it's got the Supreme on the hood. Available in a lot of colorways. I think there are 8 colorways that it's dropping in, so there are a lot of colorways available. So if you want to pick up the zip up sweatshirt, then that is available this week. The next piece is the Snowflake toggle fleece jacket. Personally, I do like the design, however, it just doesn't look that great on this fleece jacket. I would think if it was more on like maybe like a waffle thermal or something along that sort of line, then it would look a bit better, but it just doesn't look amazing on this. I do like the sort of black and white and grey colorway that they've got this in. However, like I said, it just doesn't look amazing when it's implemented on this sort of jacket for me. Next, we have an unseen Dr. Seuss tee. I believe I've already seen like a picture of this, and it's just like a big sort of logo of the Cat in the Hat on the tee. But, you know, that could just be another piece that they never released, so we'll have to wait to see for the proper pictures. Following this, we've got the Motif long sleeve top. It's not my sort of piece, and again, the only like redeeming aspect that I like is the logo that's on the chest, because it's the classic logo, which I do like. The front colour to this I do actually like to it, or the sort of colourway, the way that the motifs like contrast each other. However, yeah, it's just not my sort of piece. For the last couple of items, their retails are meant to be 178 for the thermal zip up, 218 for the toggle fleece jacket, 44 for the Dr. Seuss, and 89 for the motif piece. We're then meant to have a Marvin Gaye collab, so quite a couple of items are meant to be dropping as part of that collaboration, and the first being a tee. There are also a couple of others, but they're further down on the list. So yeah, there's meant to be a tee which will be announced at some point. That is going to be releasing. Next item is the Roses corduroy shirt. I'm sure this item was meant to drop at some point, but it didn't. But maybe that's just me getting mixed up, because I have had a lot of items over the last couple of weeks that were meant to be released in past or prior weeks, and they just never dropped. So this is going to be releasing. Personally, the other Roses piece that they designed, I appreciated a lot more. I liked a lot more. This one doesn't really do the same job for me as the other one, and its retail is meant to be £109. Next up, we have the Snowflake neck gaiter. At first, I really did like this until I realised that the sort of logo, or the Supreme logo, is just not seen. Like, it's basically invisible on most of the pieces. Even with the red text for New York, it's just basically non-existent. So yeah, it's just put me off of this piece, to be honest. Its retail is meant to be £32. I might decide to go for the black colourway in the end if I do like end up going for it, or end up not going for anything else. But I'll have to wait and see on that. Following this, we have an unseen Bombay tee, followed by an unseen Ludens tee. The retail for the Bombay tee is £36, and the Ludens is meant to be £44. Again, these are all things that will probably be put in the Discord so that you can take a look at them. The next item is going to be an unseen Ludens beanie, which the sort of mock-up for it, or picture that's been put for it, is that it's got the same sort of front as the cough drops, just on a beanie, or the same like image of the cough drops on the box, just on the beanie. Following this, we will have a Supreme Marvin Gaye hooded sweatshirt, which retail says it's meant to be £168. Following this, we have another unseen item being a Sanchito tee. Pieces this season were designed by Sanchito, or the artist Sanchito, so we've got a tee that is going to be being released by them. That retail is meant to be £38 on that. Then we're meant to have a Marvin Gaye skateboard, which retail will be £60. And that brings an end to all of the sort of unseen and to be announced sort of pieces that are meant to be dropping this week. Obviously, Jay did put out the picture a couple of hours ago just saying all of the items and what's meant to be dropping and the retails for all of them. All of the tees, being the Bombay tee, the Sanchito tee, the Ludens tee, and the Dr. Seuss tee, are meant to be the winter tees for this week. So yeah, they're hopefully going to be decent. I might just hold off on buying tees until the Christmas tee, or Christmas whatever it is, comes out, which will probably be like my final tee purchase of the season. For the last item that is also going to be dropping this week, we have the Supreme New York Camp Cap to finish off the whole sort of New York theme, where they did it across the jacket, the pants, the waffle thermal, and I don't know whether they did it on another piece, but I'm trying to remember. But yeah, this is the final one to that collection. It's currently got like 5 times the dislikes to the likes, and its price is meant to be £46. So that is going to cover this week, or this drop list for this week. If there are any details that I can add to it, I will add them to the comments section, or they'll be added to the Discord. Any images and everything will do the same. Personally, if I was going to be looking at this week, I'd probably just go for the cough drops, the Santa box logo ornament, and then probably maybe one of the unseen pieces or one of the sort of to be announced pieces. But if I don't end up going for one of them, I might just pick up the Snowflake neck gaiter, just as a simple item to pick up for this week, because nothing else, unless the design is completely like eye-catching, I don't think anything else is going to grab my attention. So, as always, what do you think of this week? What item will you be going for? What items won't you be going for? What will you be picking up? What colorways might you be going for in some of the pieces? And if you're waiting for the pictures of the pieces, which pictures are you waiting for to see before deciding? Anyway, that's going to cover this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the support on the last couple of videos. As I said, I really do appreciate it. And yeah, the unboxing will be out tomorrow because my item literally just arrived. So yeah, we've got my unboxing for tomorrow. Other than that, I'll see you all next time. Peace.